Welcome, everyone, to another SlabStox Live episode here on YouTube and podcast at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday. So excited to be here once again because we have got an awesome topic today. My name is Aaron, and I'm joined by Nate every week. Nate, thanks for being here again.
Ayo. Happy to be
We've
here
got an
on
exciting
another Monday.
topic because it's all about retail sports cards. Retail meaning Walmart, Target, Walgreens, Meijer, Barnes & Noble, wherever else you can find lids now, wherever else you can find sports cards, Foot Locker, Shields. That's not a hobby store. And also this really means retail configurations because a lot of retail has been taken online through said retailers like Target, Walmart, all those other places. So, it doesn't necessarily just mean walking into a shop or like a store, like a Target, but it is pretty much derived from that. Because for one very specific reason, and that is that the Wander Franco 2022 Topps Platinum 1 of 1 was pulled. It was pulled. It has been sold. It passed from the person that pulled it to someone new, and probably in the near future, we might see it somewhere else too. So let's hold that discussion for a little bit because we've got someone joining us today at 5:10 Central Time, 6:10 Eastern Time. He's been on the show before to talk about that pull, and we'll explain a little bit more about it when we get there. So what's up, Joel? What's up, Chris? Good to see you all. Messy Entertainment, always interesting account, but love me some Messi, so welcome. Here we go. So let's dive into the first segment of the show, which is going to be the first few minutes, which is the PWCC Weekly Auction number 14 recap. So we had some crazy debates or head-to-head matchups from last night's auction. Of course, Flip Quest 2022 episode number 14 was live last night, Sunday night, 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Gave away some sweet cards. So if you are free on Sunday nights, feel free to swing through. It's a super fun time. Talk about the market, buy some cards, sell some cards, give away some cards. Really a great thing to do on Sunday. And the reason why we have got some good debates is because this voting is just crazy. Like I haven't seen voting this different yet since doing this. So Nate, early votes are in on this Bobby Witt Jr. Blue Refractor Auto, numbered at 150 PSA 10 for 11,400, and the Mike Trout BGS 10 Finest Green Refractor Auto, rookie out of 199 from 2011. So not a first Bowman, but still a big Trout card on-card rookie auto. One of the very few sets that produce Trout on-card rookie autos, potentially one of the only two or one. But the voting is in on Instagram for the early voting, like literally 10 minutes. 88% Mike Trout, 12% Bobby Witt Jr.
Thank goodness.
So Bobby Witt's just getting smoked right now. We move on to the next debate, which is this one is ridiculous in my mind. And I really want to buy the card on the right, which is a Luka Modric Select Orange Prism Auto, numbered out of 75, SGC 9.510. Of course, the Real Madrid Croatian midfielder, a little salty after he had that great assist to Rodrigo in the Champions League, but we move on. I want to buy it last night, but I forgot because it sold for $156, the same price as a Tyler Adams Topps Chrome Bundesliga Auto PSA 10, the U.S. men's national team midfielder who has played for a few years most in one of the big leagues and for the U.S. men's national team versus one of the best midfielders of all time. $156 for each of them. Early voting on Instagram's got 68% Luka Modric and 36% Tyler Adams, which in my mind, it should be like 90% to 10%. But that USA effect, you know how it goes. That is really going to pull that card throughout the next few months here, I'd assume, but it's just crazy to see that. That's super wild. And then the next slide we've got here is the Luka Doncic. Now, this is the one that I thought was the craziest. The 2018 Prism Blue rookie, numbered out of 199 PSA 7, sold for $10,200. Compare that to the 2018 Immaculate RPA, number out of 77, the jersey number RPA of Luka, BGS 8.5. That sold for $10,500, $300 more. Early voting's in on Instagram. And Nate, guess what the percentage is for the Immaculate RPA versus the Prism Blue?
I'm going to go 88 and 12 again.
92% for the RPA from Immaculate and 8% for the 2018 Prism Blue PSA 7. So this was probably the wildest one I've seen yet. And Instagram says so too. So basically, normally these things are like 50-50 when we got these cards that are selling for the same price because we asked which one was the better buy. But right now they are just getting destroyed. And then you look at the next one, which is actually a pretty fun one here. This is two graded packs, actually. We haven't had too many graded packs go through the weekly auction, but here we go. PSA 7 from a 1977 Topps Star Wars second series wax pack with Darth Vader on the cover, which I think looks awesome. Like, how cool is that pack, Nate?
Sweet.
It's very sweet. And then we've got 2012 Topps Chrome Football Hobby Pack PSA 9 with Robert Griffin III on the cover. That sold for $70. The Star Wars one sold for $91. 64% on Instagram says that the Star Wars pack was a better buy. On to our last big one here. This is Brady, the Brady Silver PSA 10 from 2018. We can't talk about this card enough, actually. And then the 2017 Optic on-card Patrick Mahomes rookie auto, numbered out of 99. The Hollow PSA 9. Early voting on Instagram says what percent to what percent, Nate? Give me the player two.
I'm going to go. We're going to go 88 and 12 again. 88
and to make
for
it
Mahomes.
clear, 7,500 each for the two cards. So sold for the same exact price. 85% for the Mahomes to 15% for the Brady. So you're pretty close there.
Thank goodness.
It is wild to see, some of these massive cards selling for similar amounts or the exact same amount. And really the public opinion, at least, through SlabStox Instagram community, it doesn't represent everyone, because obviously not all of us are the ones spending money on these 5-figure cards. They're actually determining these values. But at least from the public sentiment, the more logical, in my opinion, cards got voted on, which makes sense. But everyone buys cards for certain reasons. Not here to say that certain people have to buy different cards for different reasons. This is all opinion, right? Like, this is all personal opinion. There's really no, everyone's got their own subjective reasons to buy cards, and people could tell me I'm dumb for buying Mason Mount cards, yet I'd spend more money on Mason Mount cards than probably anyone. So that's just how it goes. And Nate's probably stupid for buying a Keston Hiura Black rookie, right?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly. You gotta do what you gotta do. I agree. So this takes us to our main topic of the day. And I know that was pretty quick, but we've got a couple of minutes until Lou joins. I want to introduce this topic. What's up, Tom, Evan, and Skydiv? Yes, Skydiv, that is what we're here to talk about. Is retail sports card product worth buying? Because within the last few days, the 2022 Topps Wander Franco Platinum Rookie 1 of 1. This is the single biggest card in 2022 Topps Series 1, and it's probably a top 3 baseball card of the entire year. Nate, this is probably going to rival the Topps Chrome Superfractor Wander Franco Auto 1 of 1 and the Papradasha Wander Franco Rookie from Sapphire, right?
Yeah. You also have like Bowman Chrome Superfractors of various draft guys and stuff.
I do agree with that, but I don't know the prospect landscape, so I can't really speak on that. But either thinking about it or ignoring it, wouldn't you think that any Wander Rookie massive card would outsell any of those?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right, so Nate agrees. But this card right here was, in fact, pulled out of a Walgreens pack. So for years, Nate has been buying Topps flagship retail and pulling low-numbered cards. Nate, I remember you pulled, I think it's Clayton Kershaw Independence Day. Mike Brosseau?
Yeah, camo.
Who now is on the Brewers. His camo rookie at 25, right?
Yeah. Just last year, I pulled a Tanner Hawk Father's Day blue and a Estevan Florial green 3 out of 399 from the same hanger box.
Yeah, so clearly, Topps, at least with their flagship brands, are putting in low number cards into their retail products. And that is not just like low number cards, let's say like Panini, where Panini will make certain retail hits for the like select retail, or like super short print elephant, like a new parallel. Like, they're taking the standard ones from the last 5 years or 4 years and putting them into retail product. And clearly here, the biggest hit of the entire year comes out of a Walgreens hanger. And the only way we even discover this today is because I put up our weekly, hey, what was your favorite purchase of the weekend? And someone comments, 2022 Topps Wander Franco 1 of 1. I'm thinking, like a manufactured patch, like rainbow parallel 1 of 1. No, the platinum 1 of 1 has been found, and here it is on the screen. Now, we are bringing into the show the Card Talk star, Lou Janu, is in the building. What's up, Lou?
Lou, you're on mute. You're on mute, Lou.
Hello.
There we go. He's here.
I don't appreciate being called a star. You're doing that facetiously, and I don't appreciate it.
No, I'm serious. We enjoy you on Card Talk and just
thank you. Thank you for having me here today. I appreciate it.
Of course. So the reason why I brought Lou in is because I texted Lou after this thing got pulled, and I was like, dude, do you see this? Obviously Lou, big baseball fan. Astros stink. Jeremy Pena is not even good. But just kidding. He hit that walk-off home run. That's pretty nice.
Literally just hit a walk-off home run at dead center like 24 hours ago, and you're trashing his good name.
I was kidding. I'm just messing. But Lou, you've got some thoughts on this hit, especially with the Walgreens factor here, which is just, remember, that's not big breaker. Remember how many times the logo man comes out of the flawless case and it's, oh, Panini loaded this case for this breaker to get it posted everywhere. This is the hit of the year probably for baseball around there. You know, one of the top three, I said.
Yes.
Coming out of a Walgreens hanger. What are your thoughts? Or Walgreens pack?
I'm a big fan. I feel like this is how it should be done all the time. Like this, like it should be completely random. I saw people were upset online today about how this should never come out of a retail pack, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know what exactly people want. Like, should that only be in a hobby parallel? Is that the only way that should be allowed to be pulled? That doesn't seem very fair to me.
And if you, for those that don't know at home, you know, Topps, they denote what is hobby exclusive, what is not. So something like the acetates out of 10, for years, those have been hobby only, right, Nate? I'm pretty sure about that.
Correct. And aren't they still only hobby only?
I believe that they're still only hobby only. I just
sure.
haven't, you know, looked this year yet, but I'm saying all the other years.
Yeah.
So that's a hobby only parallel. And it doesn't say like on cardboardconnection.com that platinum is a hobby only parallel. Now, this is a, you know, something where obviously people who rip tons and tons of boxes and cases of like hobby and jumbo, which are far more expensive than retail packs are probably a little testy about it. But in general, I love Lou's take. Think about that kid that would maybe just walk into Walgreens and just buy a pack because he, you know, loves cards like me back in the day and like hits something like this. Like that is a legendary story. Now, I don't think that's what happened this time, you know, like a kid, you know, is walking in, but either way, big time.
I think I get the point of the specific parallels for specific releases. Like, of course, that's how you draw people into buying a retail in general, because they can get you said acetate, like whatever, you know what I mean? So that makes sense to me. But the idea of the true one of ones being limited to certain releases doesn't make a ton of sense to me and kind of defeats the purpose of putting out cards in general.
Yeah. And go ahead, Nate.
I kind of feel that way with Panini. If you've ever ripped Panini retail, it's nigh impossible, especially more trash retail than like a Prism product or like a Panini Chronicles or something like that. It's near impossible to get anything good out of those packs, to the point that it's not even worth ripping unless you're just a degenerate. And so,
or you want to have fun.
Yes, Nate, come on.
Or you want to have fun, or you want to have fun.
Zipper didn't like that at all.
Fair. But for me, it's like Topps. There's always that thought. Now, I didn't think to myself I could ever pull a 101 out of something like this, but camo, Father's Day blue, Mother's Day pink, anything like that, I'm like, that's fair game in retail. I just never in a million years thought they'd actually put a 101 in a retail pack.
And this really, like, seeing this type of thing happen, like, it really is a real thing, like leveling the playing field, I'd say. You know, hobby boxes in all sports have become extremely expensive. Even 2022 Top Series 1 hobby boxes this year, I think they're like pushing 140 right now, that's got to be at least at like release one of the most we've seen. Nate, do you remember like 2020? That wasn't even that much, right?
2020, I think, was 100 or maybe like 90.
Yeah, and this I know at least came out 120, 130. Lou.
Nate, can I ask you a question?
Oh,
sorry. This is actually a question for the
end.
end.
Nate a question.
I was going to ask Nate who his favorite prospect is in baseball right now. Under the radar, non-top 25 prospect.
Getting him on the spot, that's a bad thing.
Oh, well, it's still Everson Pereira.
Pereira.
It will forever be Everson Pereira until he gets called up to Double-A and either succeeds or fails.
Interesting. Okay. Respect.
So Nate brought up Prism for football. He said excluding the Prism, because we do have more examples of this happening, at least big cards being pulled. Now, this is not like a 1-of-1 black of Patrick Mahomes, but this is a retail exclusive hit here. It's the red Prism Patrick Mahomes, the color match, and the red and blues, like just truly just a red color and a blue color, are retail hits, and they're super rare too. I don't know the exact print run because they're not numbered, but I think I remember reading like sometimes like 5 or less or 10 or less on these things. The PSA 10 recently sold on the PWCC Premier Auction for $72,000. And back in the day, you stroll and you buy a $20 blaster box, and this is potential. Like, this is potentially going to be a hit. And then, you know, the person that gave us that comment was Devinella 8, just like the Mahomes Red Prism, got hit for $72K. Retail has good blank. There was an expletive after that, which I whited out, but y'all can come up with that on your own. Lou, that brings me to the question. Topps versus Panini retail. So Topps, we just saw the Wander Franco 1 of 1, which I don't know about you all and what you guys think that the price is going to be on that or like would be on that. But I put out a poll on Instagram and put it into $50,000 ranges, where the first was, 0 to 50K, then 51K to 100K, just trying to find it. And then 100 to 200K. I guess I made a $100,000 range then because I wanted to, and then 201,000 and up. And basically it was just about split. More votes were for 100,000 plus, and then it's probably like 52% to like 48% for people thought it was under 100K. Lou, over 100K, under 100K for the Franco.
Under for sure. Under.
Nate, rebuttal?
Oh, I'm over.
You're over 100K on this card?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think what you're looking at here is the opportunity to buy Juan Soto in 2018. And I think there's going to be a few people out there that really want this card, and it's going to be enough to drive that price up. And I think it might get over 200K.
We're talking about like first sale ever, or like if this card sells tomorrow, how much?
First sale ever.
Like this card sells tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You think this card will sell for $200,000 tomorrow?
I think there's enough people that would be interested enough to be like, hey, I missed out on 2018 Topps Update Juan Soto or Ronald Acuna or Ohtani. I missed out on Vlad, but Wander Franco is in that stratosphere with them. I have to have this. I can't miss out. I've got the money. Price goes up.
Hey, so some people were commenting because I put in our post on this that the Mike Trout 2011 update platinum 1-1, I think it's BGS 9, sold for $1.1 million to DJ Ski last summer in July. Obviously,
what was that card? Say that again.
The Mike Trout 2011 update platinum rookie 1-1. So the same card of Franco, but of Trout.
Yep.
But remember, 2011 update, Trout's the most iconic modern baseball card of all time now, or at least flagship card. And I had some comments of people saying, why are you comparing Franco to the GOAT or to Trout or whatever? Like, this is just crazy. I'm like, I'm clearly not comparing Franco to Trout. I'm saying if that's worth 1.1 million, how much is Franco worth today? Which is why, Nate, I think if you think about like one of Trout's best cards signed for 1.1 million last July, probably the second time it trades hands is even higher. That's probably why you say over 200,000.
Well, I'm trying to put myself into the shoes of really rich people that I am not, and deciding if it's worth, like, this is the only time you're going to see this. You can clearly tell that Wander is going to be an absolute superstar for years and years to come, regardless if he's on the Rays or not. You don't do what Wander is doing last year in the playoffs last year and then the beginning of this year without having insane talent. He's got it in spades. He's going to be a force for years to come. I do think people are going to realize that. And I think people are going to realize that once this sells the first time, they might not see it for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, because that's how people are kind of acting in the market. And so if you don't get it now, you may never get it. And I think there's going to be enough rich people that do not want to miss out.
So I kind of cut some corners when giving the voting percentages, over half, just barely over half voted for over 100K, but the most votes went to 201,000 or $200,000 and higher. 30% of the voting went to $200,000 and higher. 28% went to $50,000 to $100,000, and then it tiered down from there to 100K, 200K, and then 0 to 50K last. Lou, if you were to pick a range, given that you don't think it's going to be $200,000 or higher, what range are you putting in?
I said before, I think it's closer to 25K than it is to 100.
Oh, Lou, I'm fading that pick so hard.
I think it's closer to 25 than it is to 100. If I had to put a number on it, I would say like, if I was doing an over-under, I would say like 50,000 over-under.
Lou, what if I told you
I'm
that
smashing that over?
There's potential that this is one of the 3 best Topps baseball cards produced of the 2020s. I'm serious.
Well, I don't disagree. I think that might be a little bit of a jump, Aaron. A little bit of a jump. There's guys who are 12 who are going to have cards in the 2020s.
Yeah, you didn't know who Wander Franco was in 2022 or in 2012 when Bryce Harper cards were coming out, and you could have said, I think this is one of the top cards for the next 10 years.
I get your point generally, Aaron. I'm not going to crush you too
Nate,
hard.
let me tell you this. At point of perception of call-up, is Wander Franco perceived higher than any call-up that happened in the 2010s?
Well, Bryce Harper was a beast enough his
Yeah, Bryce
of
Harper
his
was
own.
massive.
Bryce,
Vlad,
Vlad,
and Steven Strasburg,
Strauss.
Vlad. Probably only those three though.
Yeah. So I guess my point is if you look at the 2010s and look at this right now, I know we're only in 2022. And the funny thing is that Lou, I think that this is, at least for this year, one of the 3 best cards with his Sapphire Papradasha and his Topps Chrome Superfractor Auto, one of one.
I agree.
And which one? So here's the deal.
Also,
a lot
his
of people who
non-auto
aren't.
Superfractor.
What, Nate?
Also, his non-auto Superfractor.
Yeah, I think this is better than his non-auto Superfractor, though, if there's a Superfractor Auto.
That's fair.
But my point here is that there's a lot of non-baseball fans that look at this card, or like Topps flagship fans, and say, this is stupid. This is a base card that has a gray border. It's
I
platinum.
disagree with that.
Are you agreeing with that, Lou? Like,
No, I disagree with that a lot.
You disagree with that? Why?
Because it's still the main card of, like, all kidding aside, like probably one of the biggest prospects in the last 5 years, at least. The biggest prospect in the last 5 years, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it with like a scouting grade perspective, the list of guys that got an 80 future value in the last 5, 6, 7 years is 2, Wander and Vlad.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's going to happen again.
Can I rephrase the question? I might have rephrased it wrong. If you look at this card without it being Wander Franco, we're just thinking about this parallel. Is this like clearly inferior to like a Superfractor, to where like if this even like pushed up against the same price as a Superfractor Auto, you'd say this is insane?
I would say that's insane. If it's the same price as Superfractor Auto or non-auto, I think that's a little bit off base.
Because I have a feeling that, well, it might not, because like here's the deal. We can't compare a Trout because Trout never had a rookie Superfractor 2011 Topps Chrome there. He didn't have any Topps Chrome rookies. Wander will have the full run of the mill parallels this year, kind of like an Ohtani situation. So there will be debates to be had about which card, if they show up for auction and publicly sell, is more valuable. Do
we know what the Vlad versions of these cards did? Because I think that's the only comparison you can really make, because it's close enough in time to where they had this not the same number of parallels, but a lot of parallels, etc.
Well, that's a good question for Vlad. The interesting thing about Vlad is that Vlad's Series 2 main rookie doesn't have parallels, so you'd have to look at it as an update, which wouldn't sell as much as something like this would. The closest comparison would probably be Juan Soto at this point, or because Ronald Acuna's also first flagship was his Series 2 short print, but Ronald Acuna's update, I think, is more important than Vlad's. I don't really know why. I guess that'd be different, Nate, but do you agree with me on that?
I agree. Also, we saw, unlike the other guys, we saw Wander come up, dominate, break records, do really well in the playoffs, and then get a rookie card the next year, and then come out, his rookie card's out, and dominate again in the early going. I do think that plays into the market, whereas that wouldn't happen with a Vlad or anybody else you want to choose.
Yeah. And that's the problem. It's just there's not enough sales of these things to really point to like how much this might really be, which is why you have to look at Trout for 1.1 million, which is obviously it's not the same, but it's something to think about. Lou, I think that we have some smack talk here from Bazooka Tom. Lou, still no shrubbery. What are we even doing?
Yeah, shout out to Bazooka Tom. I'm a big fan of Bazooka Tom. He's coming at me right now, deservedly so. I have some art being delivered tomorrow. I've really been slacking on like getting myself set up back here. I would love some SlabStox, like a big SlabStox sign I could put behind me. That sounds great.
Can you hook that up?
I think I'm working on the shrubbery. All right, Tom, give me a minute.
Lou, what's the shrubbery of choice?
Honestly, I'm open to any shrubbery. Whatever covers the most amount of surface area behind me, I think is what I'm going for.
Gotcha.
Like it. Hey, Lou, I have a retail question for you.
Okay.
So this is a thought that crosses my mind every time I buy a hobby box.
Yes.
Would I rather spend, let's say the price is $125 right now, would I rather spend $125 on a hobby box or buy 10 hanger boxes or 12 hanger boxes from Walgreens? These are $10 a piece. And sometimes it's like, all right, you get the guaranteed auto and hobby, but you only get
you don't even get a guaranteed auto in hobby, Nate.
Oh yeah, you don't get a guaranteed auto. You get a relic or auto,
and it's probably like 1 in 6 boxes gets an auto at best.
And then you're likely to get a Wander rookie, but out of 12 hobby boxes, you're likely to get way more Wanders, more foils, or hanger boxes, more foils, more Wanders, and probably more color.
It's actually very close. I think this is a specific case because there's no auto guaranteed, right? And now knowing this, there could be. Who are the other? Honestly, I'm so checked out on baseball. It's actually crazy. Who are the other 2022 people in here? Does Pena have a card in here?
CJ Abrams, Brandon Marsh, Reed Detmers.
Yeah, those guys aren't really moving the needle as much, right?
So CJ Abrams.
No,
CJ Abrams, right?
I didn't say CJ Abrams, did I?
Yeah, you did.
I meant
I was confused about that.
Vidal Brujan. My bad.
Yeah, no, that's not getting the job done for sure.
So basically, Wander Franco.
Yeah, it's Franco.
It's a Wander Franco heavy product.
I'm probably going blasters or hangers in this case.
Lou,
I like it because
Do you agree? Yeah.
And honestly, I think I go hangers over any configuration of any configuration. I would take a hanger over it. If I spent $300 on a jumbo hobby, I'd rather buy 30 hangers.
What does the jumbo hobby have? Guaranteed autos?
Yes,
one guaranteed
auto and 2 relics.
I think then at that point I'm taking the auto.
But the auto's likely to be junk.
The hangers are likely to be junk.
Hey, don't forget, you get 2 silver packs with a jumbo box.
That's true. Silver packs. Shout out. Love
potentially autos in color. All right, I want to ask a question for Lou before he goes here. This is
okay, and then I have a question for you guys.
Oh,
okay.
Wait.
I like it.
Okay, fine. We'll go back and forth then. I was just going to say, Lou, given like the situation here with this Wander Franco,
yes,
I think the way to bring some value to maybe the audience is like, Lou, what retail product throughout the rest of this year in 2022 would you like physically get yourself up and go to Target and say, like, I want to grab some blaster boxes because I just want to rip them for fun, and maybe I do hit a out of 10, a 1 of 1 out of 25 of like a good rookie.
Prism football will be the first one that comes to mind for me because I now am in a position where if we're talking strictly fun, right? Strictly fun.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going Prism football because I can get Zax and I can get Eli Moore for me. So I'm actively collecting those guys now because I have the ability to collect players on my own team that are decent, or one of them's decent. So one of them's confirmed decent. So that's what would be my pick. Nice. Or maybe like a UFC retail product I think might be interesting, but
okay. What was your question now? And then we'll leave it there.
My question was, are you guys excited about the Yankees letter to be released on Thursday and Friday detailing their cheating allegations in 2017?
I have no idea what that. The Yankees are releasing a letter about themselves.
No, Major League Baseball. Well, a court is releasing a letter about the Yankees that the Yankees fought in court to keep secret because it would expose them for being cheaters in 2017.
What do you think is going to be worse, those allegations or the allegations against the Washington football team owner?
The Washington football team owner, definitely. The Commanders.
Just
the
making
Commanders
sure that
owner
your hatred for the Yankees didn't color your view too much.
No. Absolutely not. Those are much, much worse.
Okay.
Evan and Dwayne both want some Topps Chrome baseball this year. Lou, if you're not looking for Topps Chrome baseball this year, along with your Prism football, you should.
Topps Chrome baseball is also on the list for sure.
Yeah.
Now knowing that this comes out, who knows? You can get imagine the Wander 1 of 1 Chrome came out of retail too. That'd be sick.
I mean, there's gonna be Wander. There's gonna be Seiya Suzuki, presumably Julio Rodriguez and Bobby Witt Jr. Spencer Torkelson. Jeremy Pena. Sorry.
AL Rookie of the Year. Thank you.
Don't mean to disrespect. Actually, Lou, you'd be proud of me. About 3 weeks before the season started, we were doing a podcast, and I was talking about Jeremy Pena and how dirt cheap his prices were for a starting shortstop on a professional baseball team.
Best team.
And we're talking like $8 for a Bowman Chrome Mojo. I'm like, that's just too cheap. It's too cheap.
The autos were cheap too, right? Weren't they?
I think they were.
They're up now, I'm sure.
They are up now, and the Mojos were up to like $30 at one point.
Yeah, I mean,
so like,
I'm a big fan.
Also, what Evan said is what I was thinking. 5 red Wanders. Let's get them all out of retail.
I saw him pull last year when we were at the Wisconsin Dells show. Dude pulled it, and now it's Nick Maton for the Phillies, but a Nick Maton Bowman Chrome red.
That's crazy.
You know,
I think that's great. Don't you guys do think that's great, right? It's good that.
I didn't even get my thoughts on that. I love it. I love that it is. You know, if it doesn't say a hobby only parallel, let's say like an orange auto from Bowman Chrome, which I think might be the case in some releases, put them wherever. I don't care. If you're opening product, you're opening product. The odds are way lower to get out of retail, but it can happen.
Yeah, like I saw some people talking smack because like there's 2022 tops in Wawa. Like This is great. Like this is
Yeah,
what it
that's
should
awesome.
be. Go to Wawa if you're in well, not go to Wawa. If you're in Wawa, grab a pack. You never know.
Or go there and grab
There
a
are
pack.
2022
Don't
Topps
flood the
packs
Wawas.
everywhere, except for Target and Walmart when I go in there. But
Well, they
Yeah,
got them here at
they're
Target.
everywhere, man. It's awesome.
it's crazy.
Evan says I pulled a red paper Luis Patino rookie Bowman Blaster. Hey,
Who's
any
Luis
out of
Patino?
5. Take it.
I'm
Take
so
it.
checked out on baseball. It's crazy.
Checked out on baseball, man.
Except for the Astros, that's all I know. Luis Patino. Oh, he's a pitcher for the
He was on the Padres.
Padres.
I don't know.
Now
where
he's a Ray.
from.
Got it.
I believe he is injured.
Interesting.
All right, Lou. Well, I think we're gonna leave it here because we got half an hour to get through the rest of this episode. But
All right. Well,
hey,
I'll be watching.
You'll be watching. Well, hey, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for stopping by, and everyone go check him out at Lujanu on Instagram or at Card Talk Pod or at Card Flipping. His 10 million handles. Go ahead.
That was a shot. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Goodbye.
See you, Lou.
See you, Lou. Are you just taking shots at Lou left and right there?
Just messing with my guy.
Yeesh.
All right, but
Invite
hey,
a guy
everyone-
on and then rip him to shreds.
I know. No, I made fun of him for that like 2 years ago, so I thought I'd bring him up again. I say that, but SlabStox has about 7 handles also. So, first of all, thank you everyone for staying through that discussion with Lou. I think he brought some fun insight there, and I do agree. Let's spread out the numbered hits to everyone who can get their hands on packs because hobby boxes are so hard to afford now. Would be nice to see a kid pull a 25 Wander or something like that.
Dude,
Camo.
I want to know what the odds are to pull that Wander because the amount of hanger boxes and hanger packs and retail boxes, like you go into Shields right now you can go into their sports apparel section and there's an end cap, and on the end cap they've got Pokemon and they've got Donruss basketball and they've got Top Series 1, and last time I was there they had 5 full retail boxes of Top Series 1, a full thing of blasters, a full thing of hanger boxes. I mean, there must have been 60 hanger boxes there and probably like 20 blasters, and then the 5 retail boxes. It wasn't getting touched.
Nate, this is what I want to know. So, like, yes, with the odds thing that you brought up, how many platinum 1-of-1s? Let's say that they have a 300 card release. I don't know if it's 350 now or what, but 300 card release, and they say that less than 1% of them or something makes it into retail, which would be 1 or 2. 1 or 2, 3%, or 3 is 1%. What are then the odds? So like 1 in 300 or 2 in 300 that it's Wander specifically. So that the odds are astronomical to even get one of those probably into retail, and then for it to be Wander that of all the press run that makes it into there is insane, and it's exciting.
It truly is.
And you know what else is exciting, Nate?
What?
Talking about people's best retail hits. So we asked SlabStox Instagram community, write us a story about your best retail hit. What is it? Where did it come from? Either store or just blaster or hanger pack or whatever. And what did he pull? So first one here was not as descriptive, but thank you for still submitting. Drews.sportscards. Luka Doncic Obsidian Preview Rookie, which this would come out of the Chronicles blasters. So Nate did say, what can you pull out Chronicles? Well, hey, if you bought a $20 blaster box and you held this card, it'd be worth around $150 right now. So hey, that's a pretty cool hit retail. But we'll keep chugging through because there's a good amount here, and we'll talk about them a little bit when we get up to them. So this one,
real quick, you will see some pictures that do not belong with the names on the things, and it's because some of these cards are impossibly hard to find, or you'll never find a picture of. So there's just an example of what said card could look like with a different player on it.
Thank you, Nate. Appreciate that. So we've got from WB Gibbs, best retail hit was a 2021 Rafael Devers Silver Snowflake Auto, numbered out of 10 from a Walmart Holiday Mega. There's a lot of, I feel like that there's a lot of holiday submissions.
Well,
here
there's no hobby holiday.
That's exactly the point. And also, want to know what else there's not a hobby of?
Topps Chrome Update.
Fact. Want to know what one of the best releases ever was of recent memory?
2019 Topps Chrome Update.
2018 Topps Chrome Update.
Also that.
2019.
I was just thinking 2019 because I bought 2 boxes of 2019 Topps Chrome Update from Brewtown, hit 2 autos, called it quits. Should have kept going.
Well, I'll tell you this: 2018 Topps Chrome Update definitely more superior when you have Juan Soto's first.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're
I
we're
was
clear
just
on that.
thinking about myself in that moment. I did not rip any 2018 Topps Chrome update boxes.
Okay. Well, hey, at that time, 2018, I was getting into baseball, collecting even harder right then as I bought cases of Hobby and Jumbo. Me and my buddy Ryan at school, we'd take the bus down to the Target and we would find Topps Chrome update megas, all that type of stuff. But yeah, that was a time to be alive. Hobby boxes were $50 at Topps Chrome update. So yes, this is not Dylan Carlson, Rafael Devers, but that's what it looks like. And also, if you are in the chat, please give us your best retail hit if you want to. Comment it as we go, and we'll shout out at the end. This one here is a monster from Tarzan Cards. And I want to talk about this now that we got here. 2020 Topps Merlin Chrome, Jude Bellingham, red auto out of 10, pulled from a Walmart blaster. Nate found a price of $5,000 on that
For a
bad
BGS
boy.
9.
For a BGS 9.
Yep.
But this card here is representative of basically 2020 Topps Chrome soccer in general. Merlin Chrome, Topps Chrome Champions League. They loaded the blasters for both. And this is not only the only one on this list, but just numerous ones that I know of from other people. Like Jude Bellingham, Topps Chrome, red rookie out of 10. True red rookie out of 10. Pulled out of Champions League blaster. And right here, Nick Foles, Erling Haaland to orange Merlin out of 25 out of Merlin blaster. Remember, these things are like $20 retail at the time. Now they're much more expensive on secondary market because of this point. But imagine just walking to your Target or Walmart, picking up this Merlin blaster, and you're expecting some refractors. And you pull a red auto out of 10 of Bellingham. That's what Topps is doing with these products, which is not what Panini is doing. They're not putting the cards you can pull in hobby boxes, like the rare, expensive hits, into their retail product. But Topps is at a pretty high clip for some of these sports, especially.
Hey, real quick, Noah said he pulled a Dylan. We just had Dylan Carlson on the screen, and he pulled a Dylan Carlson red refract out of 5 out of a Target blaster.
I think that Adam did too. Vil Graphs on Instagram. He pulled a red. I think it might have been out of a retail pack also. Oh, wait. I think it might have been out of an update. I don't know. But Dylan Baumgarten here on Instagram hit a LeBron orange 58 variation refractor orange. It's numbered. I don't know what's numbered out. I forgot. PSA 10. Oh, not
I
PSA.
think 299, if I remember correctly.
299. Okay, well, he pulled it of a blaster from 07 Chrome, which is Kevin Durant's rookie. Probably back in the day. Graded it. I don't know how many years later, but hit a PSA 10. PSA 10 is $2,325. Oh, a quick interruption. I was going to say, what are these pulls? These pulls are potentially something like that. Tomorrow night, Nate is doing a Whatnot stream, 6 p.m. Eastern time on the Whatnot app. If you don't have the Whatnot app yet, please look at the description of this video or the podcast. There's a link to where you can create an account through our referral link, and you can get $10 for free to spend on some packs tomorrow night with Nate, or on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time with me for soccer. Nate's got some Topps Chrome Sapphire Edition update, which is not a hobby release either. But it's a little bit bigger than like your Topps Chrome Megas back in the day because it is Sapphire. So
correct.
Still a cool product. I guess you could refer to it as hobby because of that point or because of that fact. But either way, this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern time on Whatnot, you can find us and hopefully we can pull some cool cards. And Nate's doing some single sales for baseball too. So come in and get some deals for sure. Next up, from Herbert for President. Herbert, 1 of 1 from Prestige Blaster. Imagine me a Herbert fan. Maybe he's a Herbert fan because of this. And pulls a 1 of 1 from a Prestige Blaster. Now, I don't know if this is a rookie one. Well, no, I don't think they even made 2021 Prestige. Maybe they did. But either way, that's sick. Nate, but why do you choose Aaron Rodgers here? Because it has a 1 of 1?
Yeah.
How much did that sell for? Do you remember?
Oh, I do not remember. I don't actually know. I think it might have just been up for auction. I was just looking for a regular prestige-looking card, and Aaron Rodgers was the first one I stumbled across.
ZT Laker in the YouTube chat here. I got a Luka Doncic status pursuit. I don't know if that's the rookie super, super rare. In 2018, those were super, super rare. If you hit the Luka rookie status pursuit, that's a massive card. Obviously, I don't know. I don't know if those are retail exclusive. I want to say no. So this would be a situation where Panini, picked one of their, big time hobby short prints and put it into retail. So that's awesome. Congrats on that.
Aaron, did I ever tell you about the stupidest, rarest card I pulled out of retail?
No.
So back in the day, I'd buy 2019 Topps Update and Series 2 blasters and stuff whenever
Topps
I'd see
Update
it.
Series 2?
Series 2 or Topps Update.
Okay.
From 2019. I'd buy, every time I went into Walmart or Target, I'd buy a blaster or two. $20-$40 every time. And then one time I'm ripping through some packs and I'm going through the backs of the cards just to check the numbers, just to make sure I didn't miss a short print or anything.
I think you might have told me about this. Go ahead.
And there was a Reds team card, an insert,
yeah.
Cincinnati Reds team card numbered to 10 in the blaster that I would have had no idea if I hadn't been checking for short prints that was even numbered. Ended up selling it for like $70, which obviously is not spectacular compared to these, but it was just so stupid.
Yeah, that is crazy. Didn't you also pull? Now this was on a whatnot break, I think, or just whatever SlabStox breaks. An Evan Longoria red out of a blaster, chrome refractor out of 5.
Out of 5, and now I find out that Evan Longoria is a card guy.
Yeah, he is. He is a big card guy, which is funny, and cool. FJ Decaying pulled a retail Anthony Edwards Downers Raid rookie auto of 20. That's a big one. That has a really big one. And just digging it, got a Volpe red of a Target hanger pack. I think that was probably a red paper. It doesn't matter. A first edition red paper. What?
I said, does not matter.
It does not matter. You're right. That's still huge. That's massive. That's incredible. Next up for Jordan's _rods, 1 out of 10 Jonathan India auto Walmart, another 2021 Topps holiday hanger box. Holiday hanger boxes, I guess. Get your autos.
To be fair, that is not out of 10. That is out of 200. But I did see a Jonathan India non-auto 1 of 1 from Topps Holiday was up on eBay right now for $600. Seemed like a pretty good deal.
Wow. Interesting. This is from Detroit's Trap Company, or Detroit Strap Company, one of the two. I think it's that. 2022 Top Series 1 Dansby Swanson Ultra Short Print Braves World Series card from a hanger. $550 for that.
Dude, isn't that a sick card?
That is awesome. Yeah. Super cool. He's holding the World Series trophy there. Man, those super short prints, they pull in huge bank. Like Dansby Swanson, not like massive in terms of like investment status, but in terms of like collectability for people who are Braves fans and World Series trophy and stuff. Like that's a huge card.
Hey, he's massive in terms of striking out this year.
Is he striking out a lot?
He had like 40 at bat. At one point, he had 40 at bats and 20 strikeouts. I don't know what his numbers are now. 26 strikeouts and 58 at bats.
Okay, that's a lot. Kevin in the chat here says my biggest pull last year in retail was my rookie Andrew Vaughn Green Topps Chrome on card auto and an Illusions case hit of Hollow Heroes of Tom Brady, but also a Juan Soto gold to 10 out of Optic. So I guess the Panini did put in a gold to 10 of Optic into baseball retail. Also got a red to 5 Garrett Cole auto from Bowman Platinum and my Christian Hernandez first Bowman Chrome base auto out of retail. Nice. That's awesome. Bazooka Tom pulled a Luis Robert rainbow foil out 25 out Topps Chrome Topps Stadium Club, not Chrome, from a Target blaster. That's a nice one too. I'd be ecstatic about that. I bought an Orlando Arcia rookie foil out 25 back in the day for like $5, but that's not Luis Robert. So,
hey, Orlando Arcia starting left fielder for the Braves the other day. Apparently,
really?
Yeah.
Do I need to pull the cards back out again?
No.
Okay.
I only knew about it because he had an error.
I'll keep them locked in the safe. Don't worry.
Yeah. keep them safely stashed for 30 years from now.
I can't wait to sell them for $100K.
Or you can store them as for your future fireplace.
Oh, yes, that too. Great one. 2018 status, Stephen Curry, 1 of 1 out of a $20 blaster. So this is what the 1 of 1 looks like status. That's like a kaleidoscope look there of Kevin Herter. That's a pretty sick card. Imagine playing a Steph Curry 1 of 1 like that of a blaster. Man, I would be jumping up and down.
Status was one of those things that when I was working at Brewtown, you couldn't sell it. So much of it, nobody wanted it.
Yeah, I remember that was always during use for the promos, I think, at Brewtown, right?
Yep.
The 2017 specifically, I think.
There's like hobby boxes for $40 and still people wouldn't buy it.
Bazooka Tom pulled a 2019 Ohtani auto of a Target Ginter blaster, but it's not numbered though, so not that good. I'm just kidding. That's awesome. That is super awesome. Oh, I see, Kevin. Okay, not a retail pull. I was gonna say I'd never really heard of a base chrome auto coming out of retail. No way. Just digging it was a chrome red Volpe.
Oh.
That is huge. I remember he brought it up to us in the past. I just couldn't remember the exact.
Goodness gracious. Aaron, I bought 5 Bowman blasters last year, hit an auto. You can do it.
A green refractor or what?
No, just a base auto.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of a White Sox. I can't remember his name now.
Okay. Nice.
So it can't be done. And in fact, I'm pretty sure the blasters last year at least were a better option than buying the hobby boxes.
Oh, well, the hobby boxes were atrocious last year.
Yeah.
Like really bad. This entire time we're going through this, I've been trying to think about what's my best retail hit been.
You have to
But
buy
I'm having a
retail to
tough
get
time.
retail hits.
What?
I said you have to buy retail to get retail hits.
Dude, I used to literally rip retail packs. I probably ripped more retail packs in my life than you have.
Is it the Aaron Rodgers?
I didn't pull that. I bought
That was
that for
your
like $1.
Wait, no, the Aaron Rodgers jersey?
Jersey?
Wasn't that retail packs?
No, that was 2011 certified. The patch off 50.
Yeah.
That's hobby.
Oh.
That's a hobby box. I mean, as much as now blaster boxes are, but I'm like thinking hard. I might have to circle back on it. I would say like most of my retail ripping was 2018 and prior, which is probably what happens. I bet a lot of people would say that, honestly. So I'm probably not the only one like that. I'll keep thinking though as we go through. 2020 select Joe Burrow field level die cut zebra from a select blaster. Now, Panini did go kind of hard this year with making all these different parallels. However, to my knowledge, at least in basketball, zebra always maintained for hobby cases and first off the line, I think too. This is out of a select blaster and the SGC 10 gem min sold for $2,750. That's a huge pull. But Nate, have you heard of zebras coming out blaster before? I'm not doubting this at all from GM Post 22. Totally believe him, but
I feel like the die cut type stuff is very believable to come out of blasters.
yes, die cut, true. I don't know if you'd find the full size field level zebra. Maybe that's not what happened, but either way, I think that all of us would say if we bought a blaster, we take that $2,750 hit.
Mm-hmm. You buy a $20 blaster, you grade the card for $30, you just made $2,700.
That is pretty nice. Nate, you let this one rip because I don't know much about Henry Davis in the slice.
1 of 1 Henry Davis from Elite Extra Edition Blaster Box. Henry Davis, of course, #1 overall pick for the Pirates.
Okay, so it is that catcher guy or something for the Pirates?
I'm assuming, unless there's...
Okay, well, I mean, I just didn't know for sure. I don't want to say that and then sound like an idiot.
Yeah. Unless there's another Henry Davis out there that I don't know of, we're talking the first overall pick for the Pirates.
Got it.
So, and obviously elite cards don't have massive value on resale markets, but a 1 of 1 of the #1 overall pick, that's going to be pretty nice. And I didn't actually even know that Elite had blaster boxes. I've never seen one in my life.
Yeah, I didn't really know that either, actually. Maybe like back in the day I could see it, but I'm assuming, obviously he's new, so I haven't seen him either. Here's another Burrow. This is a field level silver prism of Select, which is a $202 raw card. Graded goes higher for sure, but that's a nice hit. I mean, cannot complain at all with that. Also,
you pull $200 card out of a retail thing, you're ecstatic. You pull a $50 card out of a retail thing, you're ecstatic.
No doubt. Nate, I have official word that Ja Morant has won the Most Improved Player award. Do you think that they should disqualify Rookie of the Years from winning that award?
Was he very improved? He won Rookie of the Year, yes, but was he improved?
He was improved, but was he most improved? I would say no.
I mean, that's fair compared to what you're expecting out of a Desmond Bane or somebody like that.
Dude, Bane or Jordan Poole, I don't even really care who, but Jordan Poole was playing the G League.
You do, because one's from Milwaukee and one
I do care. You're right. I do care. That was a lie. But my point is that I don't want to sound super biased, so if Desmond Bane won, I'd be okay with it more than Ja Morant. That's my point.
Fair.
Also, Henry Davis is balling out right now, so not a bad card to have, I guess. And then we've got this one's so fun. This is from our guy Brett. Nate did a nice little Photoshop action here. I love it. It's so funny. 2021 Topps Chrome. Hey, maybe this is a foreshadow. 2021 Topps Chrome champions like Erling Haaland, Golazo, red out of 10 out of a blaster, which is a big card. And Nate put Erling Haaland's head on Messi's body and then put Erling Haaland's name over Messi's name. And maybe Nate's saying that Haaland is going to Barcelona as Mbappe goes to Real Madrid. I hope he doesn't go to City, but that's most likely the situation that's going to happen.
Interesting. I should have found an Arsenal Golazo, except you can't because it's Champions League. But next year you will be able to.
Nate, you just play yourself, bro. So hard. That's a joke I would have made to you. That's too good. But hey, Still the same trend here. Topps Chrome 2020 or Topps soccer products from last year, absolutely loaded at the blaster level. If you do find,
I love these golazos.
aren't they nice?
Like one of my favorite inserts I think I've ever seen.
How about this? Do you like the Golazo more or the Hoga Bonito? I like the Hoga Bonito more, but that's just me.
It's a toss up.
Yeah, they're both nice though.
Depends on which one I have just pulled.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it, right? To get excited for either one. LaMelo select courtside silver, so like the Joe Burrow, a $40 mega box from Barnes and Noble. I knew they had Pokemon cards at Barnes and Noble. I was not aware about basketball cards being there. $356 raw. That is a big hit.
Have you heard about the rumor that there's cards at Hobby Lobby
Really?
and Casey's, the gas station in like Iowa?
That is something else. I did not know that.
Party City or whatever, and Dollar General, and
Dollar General's had Pokemon cards for a while, and then also I remember that Panini I think used to send like very specific product. They're like specifically made for dollar packs. Bazooka Tom, can you confirm or deny the Casey holding Topps or retail product in Iowa? Nick Foles hit a Tyrese Halliburton auto from a select mega box sold for $150. And Bazooka Tom found UFC at Barnes & Noble last week. All right, everyone, get out and check your Barnes & Nobles, I guess.
Too bad they're all closing.
Is that fact? Or is that just
the one on 76th Street?
Oh, well, that closed a while ago. But the one on around Mayfair is still there. We were just there, I think, like last fall or something.
Yeah, we went there, and then like a week later, people got shot there. So
okay, that's fun. Not fun, but this is a big one. PAX cards, our guy Marcus Post hits a David Beckham mosaic auto of a La Liga Blaster, $680. I would probably freak out if this happened to me. That is crazy.
Also, what is that auto? Is that supposed to say David?
Great question. I mean, I can see the D.
Where is an I? Doesn't that look like it's supposed to be an I?
Yeah. Plus, like potentially. I mean, here's what, Nate, this is what I see just from letters. I see like a D and then like an S combined with an I and a U and then like another U at the end almost.
Yeah, it's very confusing. I guess I could kind of see the D and then the A and the D being a combined letter, and then the I or the V and the A being a combined letter, then the I, but I just have no idea what the end is.
I don't know either. It almost looks like that he kind of just tried to write like ham with just a bunch of U's.
Yeah.
I don't know. Interesting. This is a sick one, man. I would love to do this with Wander Franco this year. Boba Fett refractor auto from a Topps Chrome Blaster, $400 card right now.
Can you imagine?
No, I cannot imagine. Cracker Barrel Wawa gas station 5 below Hobby Lobby Academy Sports. You're telling me Cracker Barrel's got sports cards now?
7-Eleven too. Wait, Academy Sports. I saw one of those in St. Louis.
Wow. Stop next time. KC Chiefs. Are you guys in Omaha? We are not in Omaha. We are in Milwaukee and Eau Claire, but kind of close. Not like super, super close. Next up from Shenanigans 13, 2017 Panini Chainmail Mahomes Party City Blister Pack. So right there, Party City, back in 2017. I had no idea. $1,000 card, Nate?
Now, to be fair, this said it was out of 39. I don't know if this is like a variation or if all chainmails are out of 39. Not a clue. There was barely any sales. This was the most recent. The other ones didn't have pictures, and they were from like 2 or 3 years ago. So I have no clue.
This is the biggest card on this list outside of the one Franco that just got hit. 2018 Topps Chrome Update Ronald Acuna Auto Red Refractor out of 5 PSA 9 for $8,600. Wow, bro! Of course,
everyone has to pull Topps Chrome updates from retail, but still,
you're right. But the fact that they made a product that loaded and shoved it in a Target,
the fact that you can pull $10,000 cards out of a retail product from Target is insane.
Yes, and that used to cost like $30-$40 or something.
Yeah, and it's like 50 now.
Oh, you're saying retail like this year would be 50. I'm like, this product is not $50 right now.
No.
But I will say, I remember that there's a rumor that the Juan Soto Topps Chrome Superfractor Update Auto is still lurking.
What is this?
Cracker Barrel had 2020 Prism Blasters and Megas last week. Was Zion on the front? Let's go get some pancakes and Prism, baby. That's too good.
I might be entering my first ever Cracker Barrel.
What? You've never been to Cracker Barrel before?
Never in my life. Isn't it like a buffet or something?
No, it's just a breakfast place, and then it's got like a little like general store next to it.
Really?
Yeah. It's literally like you sit down and you order your pancakes or order your eggs and bacon or whatever you want.
Never been.
I've
Never
been
knew.
so many times on
I
different
thought it
road
was
trips.
like Golden Corral.
I was
Or,
just gonna say Golden Corral. I was literally just gonna say it. No, it's not. It's much better than Golden Corral. Though I think I've only been to one of those once in my life and I can't remember. So
Huh.
Bowman Megas too at Cracker Barrel. Nate, dude, what are you doing?
Dude, where's the nearest Cracker Barrel?
I
You're gonna
used to
get
go
all
to
my
them all the
money.
time on road trips.
I'll be like, Kendra, we got to go eat every day Cracker Barrel.
You gotta start to ask the waiters and waitresses when they restock the cards. Also, Lids, everyone. Lids is now a Topps dealer, so I heard they had Formula One light boxes. Yeah, I didn't get any though. And then here we go, another Topps Soccer 2020 hit out of a blaster. Joao Felix, Wizards of the Pitch, Superfractor from Merlin Blaster, from Bob Lacasse. Now Nate pulled up the auto that sold. I don't know if this was the auto that they pulled, but the auto sold for $700, so still a really cool big card out of a blaster box. Crazy. And then lastly, the last one that came in was from Brandon J. Cards. It's got a beautiful dog on that profile picture. Luis Robert, Mother's Day pink rookie out of 50 from a fat pack, around a $500 card. Nate, one day I imagine you're going to hit one of these like this.
Hey, this is the card that I most expected to see out of an exercise like this. Is a Mother's Day pink, a Father's Day blue of a big name guy.
Yes.
Not reds out of 5, 101s, anything like that. But Lou Bob.
That is a nice card. That's a nice card. And I think the overall thing here is that, we don't have enough time to dive into like what are all the different retail products that you could find that has got good hits. But here's my hope is that by showing you everyone, what are people's best retail hits, it kind of gives you an idea of what you can maybe expect and get. Upper Deck for hockey, you can hit Young Guns out of them. Now, Young Guns are expensive. You hit the right players. Can you hit a Red exclusives out of 100 or UD exclusives out of 100? I don't know. I kind of doubt it. But the overall theory here is that, back when I was a kid and then Nate, within the last 5 years, I go buy retail packs all the time. I buy 2012 Prism for $3 a pack. I'm sure my biggest hit, I don't even remember because it was probably like, an Anthony Davis, like what a great PSA 10 at the time, and then you could have sold it for like $3,000 one day. And now it's like $400. But either way, like that was, and I was ripping 2011 update for $2 a pack and all the different top series ones and footballs and stuff. And it was like definitely one of the best times of my life, just going to Target and buying random packs for cheap. But I hope as time goes on, like product is becoming more available, right? Like Nate just detailed out how many top series ones you can go get at Shields. Now, it doesn't mean that you open one of those 60 blaster boxes there and you're going to hit a 1 of 1 or you're going to hit on a 25. It doesn't mean that. But I think what it does show is that for a while, with 2020 COVID, tons of flippers coming into the market, buying products, marking it up, reselling it, all that stuff. A lot of that's done now. And a lot of those products you actually can find now, like 2021 Prism Football NFL. I'm probably going to say, yeah, you're not going to probably be able to find it unless you're just like time it perfectly and they restock and all that stuff. But stuff, like Merlin Chrome, if you're a soccer fan and you found it, last year, I'm sure you can find stuff like that again this year. And you just put it in a little time if you really want to. If you go to the store in general, just look at the card aisle, buy something, maybe something happens. If not, you have a great memory of ripping some packs. At least that's what my experience has been.
Hey, I have a question for you, and this doesn't make any sense to me. So you have like hanger boxes, right?
Yes.
And you can get these at a variety of places: Walgreens, Walmart, Target, Shields, like we said. So these from Walgreens, $10.
Yes, sir.
But their cello packs are $7.99, I believe.
Sure.
Whereas their cello packs used to be $3.99, and their hanger boxes were still $10. So like Walgreens did not move their prices on their hanger boxes, but up the cello packs by double. And yet you go into like Shields, you see the same hanger boxes, and they are $13 a box. And I've seen some places, I think, that had them at $15 a box for a hanger box. I think it might have been Target.
Dang.
And or like blasters are now 25, and I just don't get. I don't get why some places sell them for cheaper than others.
That's a great question. Walmart increased their prices a lot on blasters and megas. I don't know if Target increased it by the same amount. I don't know if Panini literally said, "Hey, this is the minimum that you can charge whatever you want on top of that," or up to a certain limit, which I don't think is right. I think it should be standardized. So I don't know. I don't think that unless someone works in the back end of the stuff would know. Because you assume that there is like an SRP, suggested retail price, and then like an MSRP and stuff. But I don't know. That's interesting, Nate. And also, we have word from Just Digging that Golden Corral is the most horrible thing you can put in your mouth. So if you're thinking about going to Golden Corral, you see a Cracker Barrel across the street, I beg you to go to Cracker Barrel.
Some people say it's the same thing.
It is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Don't listen to Nate.
Rumors have it.
Also, can you order Prism at Golden Corral? Probably not.
So. I tell you what, there's a Cracker Barrel 87 miles away, and I'm not going to drive an hour and a half, but I might text a buddy and say, "Hey, you want to swing over to Cracker Barrel one day and tell me what they got?" And,
where's the closest one to you?
What?
Where's the closest one to you?
87 miles away.
No, but what city?
Lakeville, Minnesota.
Oh, Lakeville? I could ask my friend to go. He literally lives there.
Dude, well, yeah, but then you're going to poach my stuff.
Yeah, I can probably get to you quicker than you. I am going to poach your stuff, exactly. The closest one to me is 26 minutes south. It's in Kenosha.
I expect you to go there tonight on your way home.
That is definitely not on my way home, so I will not be doing that. Either way, Nate, last thoughts here on retail and prospect of even just having some fun with them, maybe getting lucky like that one or one of one.
Yeah, I think if you go into retail knowing exactly what you're doing, I wouldn't go and buy $1,000 worth of retail, right?
I would say this: if it happens to be Topps Chrome Soccer, I probably would.
Okay, that's fair, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like I'd rather spend $20 on hangers than $20 on a blaster, right? And so like some of that I would rather spend a large amount of money on hangers than other stuff. But by and large, understand what you're getting into. The cards might not be in the best condition depending on who's stocking them and who's throwing them around compared to hobby boxes that come nicely sealed in cases and then put out on displays and packed really well when it's sold secondhand and stuff. So like those cards should be in really good shape. Retail cards might not be in great shape, but man, you can hit some really nice stuff for really cheap, or you can hit nothing and have a really good time ripping it. A much better time ripping $30 of hanger packs than $125 worth of a hobby box and getting nothing for both.
This is a fair statement from Brian Ames. He said, "I know I'm behind in the chat, but the biggest problem with the big one-of-one coming out of retail is now flippers are going to clean out the shelves even more. If people are cleaning out shelves of 2022 Top Series 1 for the sake of clearing out shelves and trying to flip it, I think that would go horribly wrong because there's more of that than even people want in general. So I think it's a good thing. In general, 2021 Prism NFL is going to get cleared out regardless. Doesn't matter if you can find a gold vinyl off 5 or not, in there. It really doesn't. But in general, something like this, and Topps Chrome baseball is going to be, probably it's not going to be as produced as 2021 Topps Series 1. So that stuff will definitely, get cleared out of the shelves quicker. So just be mindful of that. But I can't wait for that to release because I think that's going to be a big baseball release to get, a lot of people excited about. I'm excited for it myself.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to go experience Cracker Barrel.
Exactly. And last question we'll take here from Joseph. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Heritage Real One Auto rookie or Topps Chrome base rookie auto. I'm for sure going the Heritage Real One Auto. I'm sure there's people that would say Topps Chrome Auto. You have to analyze pop reports and stuff to try to see the print run difference, but I have to imagine the Heritage Auto is much rarer. Those are much harder to pull.
Question: the Heritage Real One Auto or the Topps Mystery Redemption Heritage Real One Auto?
Yeah, there's two different ones. That's a good point, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's even better discussion. But for our guy Sam from Overtime, I'm assuming this is Sam. Shout out Overtime and Overtime Elite. What got pulled? This right here. The last thing we'll leave it with is the 1 of 1 platinum Franco rookie, the search is over until it comes up for sale again, which might not be too long. So keep an eye if you are a buyer. I don't know if anyone here is going to buy it, but if you do have a lot of money, go ahead, Nate.
One last question for you.
Yep.
You pull this card. This is your card. You've pulled it. You're the big believer in Wander Franco. What do you do?
If money is something that's kind of hard to come by in life for you or anyone who would pull this type of thing, probably sell it, because I think that would probably be a lot of pressure off the back. If you don't really need to sell it to live a sustainable life at the time, why not hold this thing until he gets a lot of accolades?
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. Like if I got to a point where my monthly salary just couldn't sustain and I needed money, well, obviously you'd have to look at selling what you have that isn't needed. But man, it would be really hard for me to pull this and sell it right now.
Here's my thing, Nate. We have seen years go by and the Platinum Juan Soto 1 of 1 not go up for sale. I know who has it on Instagram. I think it's at SuperTrout27. If he's not selling that thing in the last 3 years, what does that tell you about holding on to this?
Yeah.
That's exactly how I think about it. Do you know where it's pulled? I heard California. But that's it. That is going to be it for the entire show. We thank everyone for coming. We hope this was a fun episode. I think it's a fun little thing that came up here, and I hope you enjoyed Lou's conversation earlier with us. So, Nate, thanks for joining. And any last thing other than the Brewers are up 1-0? And hey, okay, I have to mention this. Kyle Schwarber, you seem freak out last night.
Oh, well, that Angel Hernandez is one of the
I know, for good reason. For good reason.
It was for good reason. Eric Lauer, obviously 13 strikeouts, shout out. A lot of them probably weren't deserved. But it just blows my mind. If you know an umpire's name, it's because he's usually, like 90% of the time, it's because he's really bad at his job. And somehow Angel Hernandez's name has been on the top of people's minds for the last 10 years, and he still has a job in Major League Baseball. And he will have a job next week, despite having a game that he called 85% of his pitches correct. Which in an academic setting, that's fine. In Major League Baseball, that's atrocious.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's got to be closer to what? 97%, 98?
I don't have numbers there, but I'm sure it's got to be somewhere around the 95%.
Yeah.
You're going to miss some human nature. But
yeah, I agree. Brett, this was fun. Great episode. Well, we're glad you enjoyed, and hopefully the rest of you did too. That's all we got, but check us out on Whatnot this week, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hit that link in the description of the YouTube video or the podcast to get $10 in free credit and create an account. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. Go Bucks, and we'll see you all on Sunday for the PWCC Flip Quest episode number 15.